This is the Soldano Astro-20. I'm going to walk you through the interface and how to program the foot switch. The included Soldano foot switch is a simple MIDI foot switch. It's sending out program change for each of the 1, 2, 3, and 4. So if you have a separate MIDI controller, you could send up to 128 different program changes, something different for each one. There are several things that are assignable to the program change. I'll call them program changes 1, 2, 3, and 4. You could assign which channel. The Astro-20 has 3 channels. There's a dedicated clean channel here, and then there are 2 other channels that are sharing the EQ, gain 1 and gain 2. To cycle through the channels, it's as easy as pushing the channel switch to the right. You push it once, it will go from clean to gain 1. Push it again, it'll go from gain 1 to gain 2, and again, and it'll cycle back to the dedicated clean channel. The clean channel is always channel 1 here. That has a volume, tone, and a bright switch. Gain 1 and gain 2 need an assignment of what color they're going to be, what tone characteristic. You have 3 choices. I'm going to switch over to gain 1, and in gain 1, I can choose blue, and you'll switch that color and tonal characteristic with the galaxy modes, and you'll see the color change from blue, purple to red. Blue has the widest gain range from clean to distortion. Purple goes from broken up to a higher gain mode. It has a little more top end and bite to it as well. And the red galaxy is pure Soldano high gain. Now that I have the galaxy assigned, the last thing I need to assign is the IR, and that's done over on the right side of the front panel with the cabinet switch. By pushing it to the right, you could cycle through the IRs. So now when we want to assign our channels and parameters to a program, all we do is push the channel store button to the right, hold it, you'll see the galaxy meters over there flash, and it is assigned to channel 1. Now I'm going to quickly run through program change 2 so you could see it in action. I'm going to step on the program that I want to assign. I'm going to assign that to green. I want program change 2 to be my green. There we go, and that's set up. And I'm going to switch this IR to that one. And now I save it. It is saved to channel 2. 1, 2. If I want to go to channel 3 and make that a crunchy rhythm, I could choose the IR I want. It's already on purple, but I could go to blue, for instance, and I can just save that. And now I'm going straight across. There are 6 IRs always available inside the head, but if you go into the desktop editor, you can load your own IRs or pull from any of the other built-in IRs that come with the Astro-20. The cabinet IR that you've selected will have no effect on the speaker out from the Astro-20. That can go straight to 112, 412, whatever you like. So you could run a live cabinet and direct out to, say, the front of house, or you can run the Astro-20 without a cabinet connected. It is safe to run the Astro-20 just as a head with no cabinet connected, and you could go straight direct out. The direct out and the headphone out will have the cabinet IR that you assign. The internal IRs are easily bypassable from the direct recording out just with one simple switch. If you hit the cabinet selection switch quickly, it changes the IR selection. If you hold it down, you'll see that none of the satellites are selected. That means the IR is off. So push it to the right again, and we're back on. Here is an IR. IR is off. You might want to use that if you're going to be using an external cabinet simulation device, or if you have another IR loader you'd prefer to use in your DAW after you've recorded, for instance. One thing to note is that the clean channel's bright switch and the power amp's depth switch are not assignable to switch with the foot switch. Those are hardware switches, the same as the knobs. The knobs are where you set them. They're not switchable. The master volume is also power amp related to the speaker out. It has no effect on the direct out. The direct out will be affected by the individual channel volumes. Volume for clean, volume 1 and volume 2 for the gains. I personally think it sounds best setting those channel volumes at a healthy volume, 12 o'clock or so, and then running the master wherever you like that for your speaker out. And having your individual channel volumes up will give you a nice healthy level coming from your direct out. Now keep in mind you could have gain 1 set low and gain 2 set high, and you could assign a blue to a low gain 1 and a blue to a high gain 2, or reds or purples. However you want to manipulate those tones, you could turn the Astro-20 into something really classy and lower gain, or you could turn it into a super high gain fire breather. So that is your Astro-20 setup guide. Now go play some guitar.